Welcome back, children. It's Mrs. Vijayalakshmi back to your English class for Standard 7. Let's go to Unit 6, Utanka's Guru Dakshina. Now, let us go for the pre-task reading. Earlier, there was a ritual tradition of repaying teachers one guru after repaying the completing the education. It is known as the spiritual guide, and that is known as Guru Dakshina. Guru Dakshina refers to the tradition of repaying one's teacher towards the spiritual guide after completing the formal education. You must have been heard the story of Eklavya, who had given his right thumb to his guru in the form of Guru Dakshina to Dronacharya. Here you have a story of a boy named Utanka who had taken this completed his studies under his guru. Now let's go to Unit 6, Utanka's Guru Dakshina, written by Mrinalini Sarabhai. Mrinalini Vikram Sarabhai was an Indian classical dancer, choreographer, and instructor. She was the founder and director of the Darpana Academy of Performing Arts, an institute for imparting training in dance, drama, music, and puppetry in the city of Ahmedabad. She was born on May 11, 1918 in Kerala. The most awards she won was Padma Bhushana, Sangeet Natak Academy Award for Dance, Creative Dance and Choreography. She died on January 21, 2016 in Ahmedabad. Yes. Now please open your textbook and let us go to the pre-reading task. Leave home and travel north to some town in Rajasthan. You will see camels in the streets. They will be drawing huge carts laden with goods on their open platforms. The cart will be harnessed to the hump of the camel. Drawn by the camel, the cart will be rolling on its four tired wheels. Come down southwards to Thrissur in Kerala. You may see a long row of elephants in front of a temple. The caparisoned elephants will be ridden by men sitting astride on their necks. The bare chested men will be carrying huge ornamental umbrellas. Travel is like that. It is seeing strange people and strange sights and perhaps doing one or two adventurous things too. Now, let us go to the about the writer who spoke about his adventures done by Utanka. He speaks first about North Rajasthan, that is seen camels in the streets and they're drawing huge carts laden with goods on their open platforms. The harnessed means control or make use of. The cart will be rolling on his four tire wheels. You can see in the picture. Now the next is he speaks about the southwards to Thrissur in Kerala, where there are long row of elephants in front of the temple. The caparisoned elephants will be ridden by men. Here caparison means rich decorative coverings, astride with a leg on each side of. The bare-chested will be carrying heavy ornamental umbrellas. By giving two examples of Rajasthan and Kerala, the writer wants to tell us that travel is like that. It is seeing strange people and strange sights and perhaps doing one or two adventurous things. Yes, here you have a story about an adventurous journey undertaken by a young man named Utanka. Let us read about the adventurous journey undertaken by a young boy named Utanka. Yes, let us go to paragraph 1 to 4. Please follow as I read. Once upon a time, when the wise men of India dwelt in the forest hermitages and made their homes of mud and straw, there lived in one such hermitage a young boy called Utanka. Many years passed by and he grew up. Soon he had learned all that his master could teach him. One day he went to his master and said, "Dear master, you have taught me all these years, and yet I have never once repaid you. Tell me of some gift I may bring you that will please your heart." His teacher said, "Child, there is nothing that I desire. Go to the mother and ask her." Yes, children. Now look at the meanings of the new words: dwell, reside or live. Hermit, a religious young person. Hermitage, a place where religious person lives. Desire, a strong feeling of wanting to have something or strong wish. Yes, children. Now let's go to the explanation of this lesson. Once upon a time in India, a young boy named Utanka was being taught in one of the forest hermitages of wise men. Hermitage means a place where religious person lives. Many years passed by and Utanka had learned everything from his master. One day he went to his master and told, "Dear master, tell me some of the gift I bring you that will please your heart." Students, Guru Dakshina means Guru Dakshina refers to the tradition of repaying one's teacher or guru after completion of formal education. So now Utanka wanted to give Guru Dakshina to his master, but his master said, "Child, there is nothing that I desire. Go to your mother and ask." That is, here mother means here mother means Guru's wife. And ask. Here mother means once again Guru's wife, not Utanka's mother. Now please look at the paragraph 5 to 7. So Utanka went to his Guru's wife and bowing low before her asked her if there was anything she desired. "Yes," she replied, "I have long cherished a wish to wear the earrings worn by the queen. Go to her and get them for me. In 4 days after a feast will be held. I want to wear them on that day. Get the earrings for me, and I shall know your true devotion." Utanka, hearing this, was fulfilled with dismay. Nevertheless, he set out through the forest to the city where he knew the king dwelt. Here, bow means to bend your head or body toward, especially as a way of showing someone respect. Cherish, to keep in one's mind. Devotion, loyalty and love or care for someone or something. Dismay, a strong feeling of fear, anxiety. Yes, let's go to the explanation. Utanka went to his Guru's wife and bowing low before her, asked her if there is anything she desired. She said that she had long cherished wish to wear the queen's earrings. She asked him to get the earrings before the feast so that she can wear the earrings on the festival day for the feast. After hearing this, Utanka was filled with dismay. What is dismay here? Dismay means it's a strong feeling of fear. It is not an easy task to get the earrings from the queen. In spite of that, he set out his journey to the king's palace to get the earrings. At any cost, I must fulfill my Guru's wife's desire. So he went to the palace to ask the earrings from the queen. Let me know how much you have understood. Please answer this question. What is the meaning of the word hermit? Yes, the meaning of the word hermit is religious person. Second question is, who did Utanka feel indebted to? Answer is, Utanka felt indebted to his master. Now, third question is, what was Guru's wife's long cherished wish? The answer for this question is, the Guru's wife long cherished wish was to wear the queen's earrings on feast day. I think you have understood this explanation. Now let me explain the remaining part of the lesson in the next class. Thank you. Have a wonderful time. Thank you.